After a delightful month of exploring the Queen Anne neighborhood in Seattle, Washington, on November 1st, Henry and I headed north to Lynden, Washington, to see Ken and Mary Waldock. Ken and I were classmates growing up in India. From Lynden, we drove to Lacey, Washington, for a visit with classmate Margo Warner Curl, and then on to Portland, Oregon, to see Sarah and John Rice. Sarah and I were also classmates in India. I spent the night at the Armitage County Campground in Eugene, Oregon, where the next day I had lunch with schoolmate Robert Fleming, class of '54, and schoolmate David Wagner, class of '65, and his wife Connie. Dr. Robert Fleming was my biology teacher at Woodstock School in India, and during my sophomore year, we hiked together in Kashmir, reveling in the beauty of this most northern state in India. On our way to Longmont, Colorado, we spent the first night on the street outside a McDonald's in Dallas, Oregon. The next night found us at a KOA campground in Idaho. We had not planned any stops on our third day of driving, but a sign on the interstate caught my eye. Leaving the interstate and driving through some rather desolate country, my phone directed us to the Golden Spike National Historic Park. I walked through the visitor center and onto the tracks in the back. Here on May 10th, 1869, the country was united with the first transcontinental railroad. To mark this amazing technological achievement, an 18-ounce, 7.6 carat gold spike was the last spike used to connect the track from the east to the track from the west. At the time, the gold spike was valued at $350. After doing some quick math, I found that today it would be worth $32,937. And yes, I did look, and it has been replaced with a steel spike. The original may be seen at the Stanford University Museum in Palo Alto, California. In the gift shop, you can buy a look-alike for $10. The visitor center is filled with history. Displays tell what it was like back then. There are books and souvenirs for purchase. And there is an interesting video to view.
All right now, no one move.
It all deserved much more time than I had. I am thinking I will be back someday. Then it was on to Rock Springs, Wyoming for the third night. I spent the night at the home of schoolmate Mary Ruth Powell, class of '72, for a delightful evening of catching up where we left off some 50 years ago. Finally, the fourth night brought me to Longmont, Colorado, where my daughter Laura and son Andy and his family live. I'll spend the next 2 weeks with them. The day after Thanksgiving, I will head to Woodward, Louisiana for my second United Methodist Nomads project. Thanks for watching.